Alright, had a pretty good tumble in there. I did not think it was going to be this full. Things I do to try to get up big. Right there. Alright, so the walk in. I haven't done this walk in quite a while. I've had some buddies tell me that they've been seeing a lot of hogs on their trail cameras. This is some of the public land near where I live. Pretty familiar with this area, but I gotta tell you, it does look a little bit different. Since I've been here last, everything's really overgrown. So it's gonna be harder to find game trails, and hopefully everything still kind of goes to their same central houses so I can find them and put an arrow through them. For anybody who's wondering, that's a hedge apple or horse apple, whatever you want to call it, but they're dropped from bodark trees. So like this tree right here in front of me dropped it, and those trees are Osage orange, bodark, whatever you want to call it, but it's the best bowwood in the world. So these guys give it away. They kind of mowed down part of this trail, so it's a little easier to walk through than I was expecting. Check this out. There's actually kind of a path. I'm gonna go check some of our old spots. Finally out in the open for a little bit. There's a couple areas I'm trying to get to. Everything's just so overgrown right now. One time we came here with the ballista bat reverse, the mini bat, and I crawled across this field. I took what I thought was a 20-yard shot, but it ended up being about 30 yards. So the arrow dipped low, but we're getting close. It's straight through this field. This left-hand side becomes kind of open and barren. Now we just have to be conscientious. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a deer right out there, straight out in front of me. He's probably 70 or 80 yards. It's not deer season yet, so there's not really any point in me standing here, and I'm pretty sure you guys won't be able to see him on the GoPro. Okay, so all this thick green right here, these are all the mangroves. That's where the pigs live, like kind of deep into that stuff. And it's perfect for them because the base of the mangroves is like this really dark color, and it kind of swoops. So if you have a bunch of overlapping dark swoops, it just makes everything look like a pig when you're kind of scanning. But on the back side of this, there's an opening. It's still pretty early. I think the sun's not going to go down anytime soon. So I think if I sneak around to the back, just set up shop, we'll end up getting into a good one. Holy shit. Everything's underwater. I know it kind of rained. Golly. Holy crap. Wow. Normally, you can go all the way up to there and it'll still be dry. Let me think about what I need to do. I'll probably march back this way and then cut in at a certain point. See if I run into anything. I did not think it was going to be this full. Crap. Okay. We're going to try and find a way through this mess. I might go back out first. I think I am going to. Just need to walk back far enough so that I get to that big clearing. And that's where I'll cut across. You can see how good or bad of a path this is. Not bad so far. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I see any. I don't see any. Let's keep going. I think we found their highway. Like nothing but pig tracks. Comes all the way up to here. Holy crap. What about this other way? Super soft. So the water must have receded a little bit. Almost lost my shoe. That fucking sucked. Things I do to try to get up big. This is it. Shoes are soaked. There's freaking pig sign everywhere. There's a wallow. Look at all this pig sign. You can tell it's a wallow because on the edges they'll be real smooth, because the pig is laying on its side and trying to cover itself in mud. We gotta be super close. That's a big wallow. So we've put in quite a few miles. Right now, I showed you guys that wallow. That's kind of the best piece of information that we're going off of right now. And if you look straight ahead right here, there's a game trail right there. And then some of this like just tall enough stuff so that dogs could kind of hide in. But it's, let me see what time it is. I think it's about 7:30. So we have about an hour left on. But right now, we're just staying put. And we're gonna hope that one of the pigs, I know there's a mom here. I came here like a week or maybe a week ago. And there was a big sow with like 3 babies minimum. Because we chased them a little bit, but they kind of dug around through here. And it was already past light. So we had to kind of back up and go. Yeah, this is kind of what we're dealing with. Because as the lake rises, it pushes all this water up. So all the game trails and everything kind of get washed out. I'm just trying to figure out where these pigs went. So it's getting to be the end of kind of the hunting hours. I probably have a little bit more time, but I don't think anything's gonna happen. I'm really surprised. I haven't heard any pigs rustling, or I've spooked a lot of deer, which is a good sign because season's about to start, but they're all does. Didn't see a single buck. I think day one might be about to wrap up. We'll try again tomorrow. Alright guys, beginning of day 2, walked back out. Here's the clearing as always, and then the first decision I always have to make is, do I go left, right, or up the middle? Up the middle is still really, really heavily grown. I don't think that's a good bet, especially with the sun still out and it being really hot. I'd be like marching through, expending way too much energy. I'd start sweating a lot, and then my approach would get ruined. Probably something would smell me. Now yesterday I went up the left-hand side. I followed this one game trail that leads right to kind of one of their bedding areas. I don't know what it was, but from about twice as far away from about twice as far away as normal, I thought I was within my safe distance that I could stay and they wouldn't smell me or anything, but I guess the wind swirled, something happened, maybe a deer did get spooked like 5 minutes prior to this happening when I was approaching, and maybe that set the hogs off. But I can't go up that left-hand side with just me. I would need a partner to be on the back-hand side because the wind is always in my face during the approach. So as I approach, they don't smell me normally. But lately, they've been really, really keen with their ears, and they're taking off through that back patch. So I need another man on that back side so that when I spook them, they come in. So I think left side, I'm gonna leave alone today.
I'm gonna give it a break because I just hit that yesterday. I don't want to overhit that and have them think that that's no longer a safe environment. Middle is kind of off because of the height of the grass. We don't want to oversweat, overdo anything. And then right hand side, they just finished mowing a full circumference ring around this. So it's going to be much, much easier to walk straight to the mud pit, which is where I think I'm going to set up today. And then I'll just get there early. I'll kind of bunker down, let everything calm down, and hopefully something will come out and give us a shot. But, so, right it is today. This is kind of what I'm talking about in comparison to walking through stuff like this, where it's like chest high. You got somebody obviously took either like a tiller, a mower, or something through here, because this is maybe only a foot high, but it makes it way easier to get from point A to B. So I'm very grateful that whoever did this is probably somebody from the city. Just want to show you guys how pretty it is out here. Oh, there's deer. There's one more in there. It's a little noisier than yesterday because it had just rained a little bit before I came in yesterday, so everything was damp. It's a good thing and a bad thing. Just get everything ready just in case. Cut in. Try to start being a little quieter. See all the tracks. So you can see how there's like a wall of trees right here, but it opens up. Like it's only like 10 feet. And you just gotta find that little doorway area that I found. And then it opens up into this. Wind is in my face. We're back in the same place that we were last night, but we got here way earlier. Like it's, let me see what time it is right now. It's 6:30 right now. Sundown doesn't happen until like 7:40. So we have a long time to wait. And I know initially when we were walking on that path coming in, we made a ridiculous amount of noise. But I think it was far enough away from where the pigs actually settle. I think I'm right in the middle of kind of where they settled. There was that one track that I just showed you guys where there's like 4 wallows. So I know that that's like a very frequently, and those wallows wouldn't be, like the edges of them wouldn't be as smooth if it hadn't been recent, because it just rained like really hard a couple days ago, so all this was underwater. So I think it would have kind of like smoothed everything out, not just the edges. But yeah, I'm just gonna stay put and I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna see what happens. Tried to go in a little bit farther, but it ends up, this is all just lake water. It's pushed up everything, like all of this stuff used to not be there, and you could walk kind of straight back and get in there. Just to show you guys, so this is kind of the field we were hanging out in, and that's where all those wallows are and stuff. That's about 1.5 feet high,
This stuff that I'm standing in right now is probably 4 feet tall, but there's little beds in it everywhere. Like, it's very obvious to see that things are bedding down, things are running through this stuff, making their little paths. I guess we'll check the field over. There's another field past those trees over there. All this stuff around us is food. It's beans. I think we might do a last ditch effort because we've hit this, like the muddy side, the lake side, really hard. We've waded in certain areas, haven't really gotten much feedback. The only thing I've seen is a bunch of deer. I saw a first buck for this season. That was cool. I know right where he was bedded, but I think our best bet is to go to the exact opposite side. So we've got a bit of a long walk. I'm just gonna turn you guys off and turn you back on whenever we're getting close, because I think that's our best shot right now. That's the last place that I've seen pigs. So we'll do our best. We gotta hurry though, because we're fighting the light. All right, had a pretty good tumble in there. That stuff is really thick. I expended a lot more energy getting from where I was to here. And that original place where the mud pit was is like right here around the corner. I think I'm just gonna check that one more time. And then if we don't see anything, we're just gonna make a full lap and head back to the cars for today. Because we've put in a lot of steps. We don't want to overdo it and burn ourselves out at it's not even the beginning of the season. I know it's hog hunting, it's always open season, but still, I don't want to get burnt out. So I'm gonna check that one spot one more time and then we'll get going. I was just on top of him. marching through those sunflowers that were taller than me. They're dead and disgusting. That absolutely sucked. First off, I lost the trail of the pigs. I'll probably be able to pick that up again. I think they're in the vicinity. Just spent about 30 minutes looking for this guy. I had to go back and review the footage on the GoPro. Look at how I dug up all this looking for it. That goes back about 15 yards, and I was digging through foot by foot. I love this release, and it's not a cheap release, so there was no way I was letting that go. I think the only thing, I think that's a good sign. Man, those pigs, that one that busted, I straight up almost stepped on him. Like my left foot was directly next to him, and then him and his buddies took off. But I'm gonna go get up next to him, see if we can put one in him. All right, day 4 today. See if we can get it done. We're just gonna go into the hot spot. We're gonna chill there until the pigs come out, put one in them. Okay, just a few differences today. I got the bandana because the gnats were terrible. It wasn't so much the mosquitoes, but the gnats get really bad after the sun goes down. I also got my hog light on there. I got it just wrapped around with the bike inner tube. So hopefully, instead of just being swarmed by them like we were the other day, we'll be able to be right in the middle of them. They won't know we're there. Turn that light on, get a pop. Yeah, so those are the updates. Bandana, help with the gnats and mosquitoes. Just keep them off my face, hopefully. And stay ready. Not a bad view. Okay, that night that I had a crap ton of them around me, I was right in these bushes right here. These ones right in front of me. So I'm waiting for the sun to go down because there's pigs right over that way, kind of on the other side of these trees that are gonna filter through because they want water, which is over there. That's where the lake is, the mud pit. So I kind of found this game trail. I'm gonna sneak about halfway up it, and I'm just gonna sit. I'm gonna listen as the sun goes down. I'm gonna be watching and listen, especially for things to come around. And like I said, this time we got the green light. Perfectly legal for hunting hogs. You can't use it for deer or anything like that, but it's not even deer season, so don't be thinking like that. This is just for hogs. I've got it run up. I've got a bike inner tube wrapping around it, and I've got it attached here and here, just with Velcro. I can turn it on just as like a flash, or I can turn it on permanently. I think this is going to be the make or break today, though, for our success. Okay, you can see the difference. All this rutting up, this is all pigs. And they've been coming in here, kind of scooping up. Then you got the beans. So whenever that sun goes down, we're probably gonna have a pretty good feeding frenzy. This is what I was saying the other night. I'd be in one of these craters and there'd be like 6 pigs around me, but I couldn't see any of them because of this stuff. Okay, I'll check in with you in a little bit. chickens. All right, so we're out the next day, and I'm at the position right where I think I shot him from, him or her. I don't know which one yet, but I know the video quality, you couldn't really see it that well, but if you listen, you can hear it just hit, and it's just pure carnage. And right now where we're standing, it smells like death. And the tree right over here, we were walking, you have to walk around the outer circumference of this place. It's public land. You know how that is. It can be real thick sometimes. We're walking around. Literally about 75 vultures came out of there, that tree, as we were walking up. So right now, I know that the pig is dead. We're gonna try to put eyes on it. Well, we're gonna try to put eyes on it via using our noses. We'll see how well that goes. So I've got my wife is awesome. She followed me all the way out here behind the camera, and it's like a 30 to 40 minute walk. So shout out to you. If you can see, I don't know, can you turn around and show the trees where we started from? It's just that those higher sets of trees right there. And then that's probably 60 yards from where we are now. And we've just been following the scent. If I turn directly this way, it's right at me. So we've just been taking turns, like we'd smell a really strong spot, somebody would walk forwards, but I think we found the pig. And funny enough, that tree with the 20 vultures, right there. Or there was actually like 75 vultures. That was an underestimate, honestly. But there was a crazy amount. That pig is right up here. Holy cow. So, I found my arrow. It smells rancid. Okay. So it's sticking right in like this. So I guess I hit him from a different angle than I thought. Yeah, he came. Here's his jaw. A little bore. But yeah, we took him out. One less boar to worry about. Kind of a nasty way to end, but hey, that's the life cycle. These vultures will come back and finish him off. Got my arrow back. I've kind of considered this a lucky arrow for a while, so I'm just happy I got it back. Always remember, even if it's nasty, live what you love.